Are you absolutely freaking kidding me? Oh my god. Okay, can you guys hear me now? The monitors thing is back on. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you. Not believe you. It's all... I don't know why? Why? I see your model moving so you speaking, but I think you muted. No, my can now. Yeah. Apparently what had happened was that my microphone disconnected from the PC, but I caught that last time. I did not catch that this time because of course I didn't. Well, that was a loud trumpet sound. Let me see. Let me turn it down a little bit. Turn down audio a little bit. There you go. Is that good? I just got off doing gardening for like 45 minutes. Ah, I see. Literally the entire time I was talking about Oron. We're like 22 minutes in and I was mute. And it wasn't even like my fault. I didn't even I'm not upset. I just was like talking about Oron for like the last like couple of minutes. I was talking about how I had to go get samples because I had previously had samples and then deleted them as I was moving PCs like a couple months back. Like, geez, well, you were muted the whole time. Yeah. Nah, what is it? Man, forget it. I think that trumpet sound was me moving the headphones off the mic because I'm not having headphones on at the moment. And so there's that. This the whole I had an old anime obsession come back. I wonder if you know, by the way. What? Speaking of old anime. Bro. Someone mentioned this one anime called Moe-tan. And I was like, you mean Haikai? And I was like, I looked it up and I'm like, I remember this! The vaguest of memories have come back to me. Nah, but tell us your old anime obsession. Tell us! There you go. Wait, don't judge me, but Princess Tutu. Bro, I grew up with Princess Tutu. I found out about Princess Tutu on Kids Netflix. Back when Kids Netflix actually no, I'm pretty sure they still screw up. Back when they labeled Princess Tutu Kids Netflix, and that thing was at least rated 13. At least. I mean, technically, if Kids Netflix is 13 and up, then yeah. I love Princess Tutu. Bro, you know the anniversary was like this year. I had to tell everybody on the Princess Tutu subreddit, and because nobody was reporting on it. Also, Kaleidostar. You know, we actually might draw Sora on stream. We might draw her one of these days. I just gotta come up with a cool pose for her. I'm not sure if we'll add the Trampies, but I want to add the Trampies. Totally want to get back. I never finished Kaleidostar. I never finished Kaleidostar. So we actually, I know I keep saying we will, but it's only because I want to get like preparations done. We're totally doing like a Kaleidostar, Lab Rats, everything watch along that I want to pretty much. I know one thing we're going to do. We're going to watch a lot of anime I never bothered picking up because at the time I was a kid and I genuinely believed, or well, at the time it was good. There were anime that I wanted to pick up, but I was like, this is too old for me. That a lot of people have nostalgia for. So stuff like Bebop, stuff like Shampoo, Monster's one I really want to get into. Because I've heard good things about Monster all these years. I don't know anything. I kinda know the villain, but not really. So yeah, we're totally gonna watch Monster. I've heard so many good things about it. So yeah. We're totally watching Lab Rats though. You want to see a Disney series where everybody clearly hates each other? Just go watch Lab Rats. Just go watch Lab Rats. It's just clearly a series where everybody hates each other. And then, by the end of it, you're my family. I know I dunked you in the toilet and nearly drowned you, which, yes, that is a real thing in the show that was said. Listen, I know Adam drowned you, and I know the difference between you drowning and not drowning because I would drown you nearly every day, but Chase, you're my brother. My favorite back then might surprise you. By the way, all I'm saying is Rave Master. I know about Rave Master. My thing though is that I tried getting into it, but I could not. I ended up finding out only later that it was by Hiro Mashima, which if you don't know who that is, for anybody like listening, that was one of the first hits by the fairy tale author. So yeah, Rave Master, he's been popular for... It is so... Okay, can I be real here? It is so funny seeing, like, how that dude just does not quit. Mashima just does not quit. He's like, alright, this series... He's like, I made a hit. And then he made Fairy Tail, not even for the sole purpose of being a hit, and that became a hit. He's made... it, like, what is it? Fairy Tail was him at his worst. And he admits it, too. Mind you, I like Fairy Tail. I have my issues with Fairy Tail, but anybody who knows and who's seen the interviews knows that Fairy Tail was done at Mashima's worst, because even he's publicly admitted that Fairy Tail was not supposed to go on that long, and anything else that came afterwards was like pure like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I made it this far. Which is why I was laughing so much when so many people came out and was like, Eden Zero is actually good? Yeah, I mean it when I say that. Yeah, Fairy Tail was not made at his best. I love all the characters. I like I've said, what is it? I have a whole clip on my channel about how I don't like Fairy Tail was best when it did not have a story. I will always say that, and I will always defend that. People keep saying like Fairy Tail's like terrible. No, Fairy Tail was not terrible. It had good relationships. I loved every character in it. Even the villains and stuff like that. Early Fairy Tail, when they were going from like mission to mission and not focusing on bad guy number 2 of the week, like what is it? Stuff like when like Gajiel and Julia and Juvia's former guild attacked. Oh my gosh. I loved stuff like that. It was a minor scuffle with another guild, and then after that, more people were added, and then just like, it was so cool. I loved Fairy Tail back when it didn't have a story. Yeah, it's still, like I said, I will always stand by that fact. Fairy Tail should have never developed a story. I know I'm probably getting on a lot of people's nerves with that, but I will always stand by that. Then their music was killer. Never forget classics like Rock City Boy. Which, by the way, go get that. I gotta like add that to the playlist. I don't think I have a lot of fairy. So by the time, I guess like just to round it out to where like I last stopped at Fairy Tail, right before, it was like right in the middle of when the island was going to be locked in that time, and they were gonna be like locked in time, and they were going to enter the Grand Magic Games. I did not get to the part where they just met the bad guy and like the whole like stuff, and it was like before the island was like in the time loop, not time loop, in the time freeze. So that's where I had stopped, and so that's why I kind of like, I really like genuinely liked that. I know obviously blah 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 blah, I was hinting at bigger things, but sometimes hinting at bigger things is just not the way to go. Not the way to go. Just don't do it. Don't ever do it. You gotta look at hair. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Loop it around. Loop it around town. Loop it around town. No, but I remember getting into stuff like stuff like Kaleidostar. To be honest, what is it? I want to play. I'm not sure. There are a lot of things I want to play. There's a lot of things I want to play. A lot of things I want to play. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't even know what I was trying to get at. I ended up trailing off. Music mate. It is kind of weird how the internet's changed. Like from back then to now. You can technically still find stuff on YouTube to like watch, but it's not the same. Because they always want to lead you to sites. Third-party sites that clearly will give you viruses. Where's my watch cartoons? Where are my watch cartoon buddies at? No. I know definitely stuff. Just what is it? I like how, okay, can I be like really funny with you guys? I like how every time I take off with social media for a bit, just something crazy happens. What is it? Last time what is it? I leave for social media, but I also said I came back early. And there's a reason why. Because immediately as soon as I left, stuff just started happening and I just had to get back on just to watch all the chaos. Can I be real with you? Unfortunately, your girl just sometimes you go away from drama. You go away from drama to get away from it all. And then it's just so ridiculous. You're just like, oh, I see. We're all going to be buffoons when we leave, huh? I can't. It's an addiction, guys. It's an addiction. Why are we like this? Oh, what is it? I don't know why I don't know. I thought you said one as in O. It's like one of the best, by the way. Wolf's Rain. I've never heard of Wolf's Rain. I think I mean the name sounds familiar, but let me see. Wolf's Rain. Oh yeah, I also hope you guys are liking the videos and clips. I'm trying not to do them every day, but enough a day. I've been like uploading them and stuff. I know I'm trying to do at least one video once a week, depending on how interesting the segment is. Not like a full like compilation, but you know. It's interesting though, Wolf's Rain. That's a wolf. These are all wolves. Oops. Oh, this is new. Literally under this was something called Vampire in the Garden, and I've never seen it before. Mushishi, I've heard of Mushishi, but I've never really thought about getting into it. What is some series? What is a series that I've heard of? No, I've talked about that series. Yeah. Have I? No, yeah, I have. What is it? I was thinking of Majikoi. Fire visual novel I keep hearing, but the anime was trash. And unfortunately, in my attempt to like watch my favorite character, I watched the anime and I want my time back. I was remembering a conversation. I remembered a whole conversation. Oh my gosh. I literally bringing that up again. Majikoi. I remembered that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so like for real. Okay, so I brought up Majikoi in the past, and for those that don't know, Majikoi is a popular visual novel. It is both an eroge and in all ages, and in all ages. You can find it on like Steam, but like it's mostly known as an eroge. And what happened was that back then I was still new to anime because I was an idiot who did this. There was this friend group I had joined for like the first time in like middle school. And oh my gosh, I remembered I recommended Majikoi to that friend, to one of the people in that friend group, and I recommended it because I was like, oh, because I wasn't familiar with eroge and hentai and stuff. And the thing is though, is I was familiar with ecchi, and I had watched enough of the anime to be like, oh yeah, this is an ecchi. And what happened was that they came back to me and they were like, Kendra, this is a hentai. Like I said, it was like, what is it? It was an eroge turned ecchi, and even then, like I said, if you've seen clips of Majika, you know the famous clip from the anime, the one with like, okay, the festival. The one with like the festival, for those that know of that festival in Japan. Unfortunately, I've cursed you with that knowledge because I've known about that thing for like years. Jeez. Oh my god. That's so embarrassing. What is it? Can watch hentai? No. I was actually, what is it? To me, okay, what is it? How do I explain like my younger self's logic, and even like my logic kind of now, or really just my younger self? Because I wouldn't say I grew out of it, but like to me, like it just does not matter. When I was younger, my philosophy was, I don't care how much fan service is in an anime, if you can make me laugh, you win. If you make me laugh, you win the award for making me laugh. And that's why I watched Soro no Toshimono, because not only did it make me laugh, I also liked the plot of it when it actually told the story, and I still mauled about that to this day. But nah, your girl doesn't really like stuff like that. It's so cringe and just not really into stuff like that. I would say that there's an all ages version of that too, but I won't say what the name of that one is because I know good and well some of y'all will look it up. It is the only thing of similar quality that I probably most likely would have watched and like read when I was younger. But like I said, I ain't saying nothing. But yeah, that actually did happen one time. To be honest, looking back, that was so stupid, but at the same time, it's kind of funny. Because that was pretty much my introduction to whatever, like, well, how should I put this? Back then, I was into anime. As long as it was anime, I watched it. Unfortunately, well, technically, fortunately, I was not like, say, someone like Gigak, who, and fortunately, had the encounter of watching Bible Black, and if you know Bible Black, you know what it is. I've never seen it for myself. I refuse to watch it, but I know some people that was their first anime, and my condolences. I mean, some people would call it base, but, like, let's be real here. My condolences to your childhood innocence. No, everybody heard about that at that point. Everybody memed it like No, Boku no Pico got, like, memed on, like, the death. I still remember that. May we never forget the time. For all you old school AniTuber fans out there, never forget the time that was the cherished and loved time of Boku no Noble, and anybody who recognizes that name. Oh boy, I hope you all go to Lost Pause's channel and go to his ever-loving, forever great streams and remind him of that time. Remind him of that time fervently. Anybody who remembers that knows good and well, man. I ain't saying it was the best time, I'm just saying the internet was a wild place back then. And let's be real here, that meme didn't die. That meme did not die. People be like, why would you do that? Because it was funny. That's the only reason why people do what they do most of the time. It's because it was funny. Why do you think the meme, don't watch an anime called Boku, existed and then got deleted off of YouTube because it showed actually scenes from Boku no Pico? I remember the days of Noble playing Neptunia. Yeah, I remembered that. I never tuned into his streams though because I was always like, I didn't know how to monitor, I wasn't really familiar with the streaming landscape back then. So I kind of tried, but I just never could, like, actually get into it. Gonna have to pull this down a little bit. Pull this down a little bit. Oh, okay. I think I'm starting to get it. Oh, that's how Harry's hair goes. Okay. Her hair's kind of, what is it? Gotta do this. I just saw somebody's comment move. I'll get you. What is it? You know who I really miss though? Misty Cronexia. Yeah, dang. I remember his channel. I remember I used to, what is it? That one I remember. He introduced me to the anime Kaiba before like PewDiePie like talked about it to the known anime sphere. And what ended up happening was that I ended up remembering it. Then I remembered it for years being like, I don't remember the name, but I gotta go find that well, okay, so what had happened was that, so for anybody who doesn't know what Misty Cronexia was, he was a YouTuber who, number one, his mascot was this anime girl that he created named Misty. And what happened was that he was a top 10 channel in the time of like anime top 10s. You know, he was like would I say he was the go-to? I think for a lot of people, he was the go-to for like recommending anime and stuff like that. And then his comment section, if he didn't have enough obscure anime, they would also recommend more anime. And I think that was actually a kind of good like hub and breeding ground of just like anime discussions and stuff like that, at least to me. I know people don't like it like top 10s anymore because they are oversaturated and Watch Mojo, but still it was pretty fun. But what ended up happening was because he kept because you know back then they clickbaited the heck out of thumbnails, they went after the female not the streamers, they went after the female YouTubers who would like clickbait in the thumbnail, and of course obviously that would overstretch to anime characters because people tried to get around using hentai clips. And so what ended up happening was that Misty would constantly get in trouble with YouTube later down the line because, you know, obviously a lot of his thumbnails were either hentai or ecchi fan service like stuff. And what ended up happening was that he eventually actually was in the process of making his own anime, Misty and the Chronexias, if I remember correctly, which by the way, I still remember the opening to that. Go check it out. I actually really recommend it. And what ended up happening was that eventually down the line he had a family, and so obviously his priorities were being taken off of YouTube. And then eventually later down the line, Chronexia and the 8 Seals. Yes. What happened was that eventually his YouTube channel was taken down-ish. It wasn't taken down, but what had happened was that YouTube had effectively blacklisted his channel. And then it also didn't help that Chronexia and the 8 Seals ended up just not doing well. Well, it was doing well, but what had happened was that the studio he was working with just screwed him over, and so only one episode was ever made. And then eventually he just made a separate channel and is now doing stuff on that channel, which I'm not sure if he's still doing stuff, but it's the fact that the main channel was not taken down, because it's still up, but effectively just shut out of YouTube, if that makes any sense. And, you know, that sucks. That really does suck. And of course, it did, I think really that came with like a lot of, even before, there were a lot of changes just going on with YouTube at the time. Everybody knows, well, everybody who was around that time knows of the, everybody around that time knows of the quote-unquote, not feud, but definitely the parting of ways between Lost Paws and the Anime Man, which don't obviously go asking them what happened. They haven't told us in over 10 years. They're not gonna ask you just because I brought it up. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. And even if it did happen, we still don't know why, where YouTubers, they ended up leaving. Eventually, like, the Anime Man would befriend, like, other people like Einstein. And of course, they ended up parting ways, too. We still don't know what happened to Einstein. His whole YouTube channel's gone now. Said he would leave it up. Failed to keep his promise. And whatnot. It's just kind of how it goes. Some YouTubers stay, some YouTubers leave, others become Gigaku, come back. Which, by the way, love the fact that he did. He's funny. Sad part about Noble, though, is he has become a meme channel. He's always been a meme channel. Okay, so he hasn't always been a meme channel, but like, let's be real here. Even like looking back at his content, the more fun, Noble was fun when he was doing gameplay and when he was doing reactions. Because let's be real here, when you really look back at Noble's channel back then, it was a react channel. It was a react channel. It was a react channel in the guise of an anime channel. So I started realizing that as I got older, and I was just like, dang, maybe it was always like that. Maybe the entire time. Maybe. And, you know. So, I wouldn't be surprised. I wasn't surprised why, like, stuff like that ended up happening. If anything, I thought the most hilarious thing was how, okay, so nobody's going to know what I'm talking about. You know what channel I've been obsessed with recently? Abroad in Japan and Tokyo Lens. I think I've heard of Tokyo Lens, but I definitely know of Abroad in Japan. I definitely want to tune into his videos more, but I just kind of haven't. What is it? Okay, nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about, but I think the funniest story Noble ever told that only a few people would get. And I'm not gonna say what it's referring to, because obviously Noble would not want it like brought up again. So he talked about this story of an ex-girlfriend that like stalked him and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, was that what? Oh no. I ain't saying who or what it was, because obviously I could be totally and completely wrong. But it let's just say it put into perspective a lot of things. As like at the time, like a kind of like, it was, what is it? At the time I was like a quote unquote longtime fan of Noble's content. And I was just like, oh, that explains everything. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, I ain't saying who the person was, because even now her name is still fresh in my memory. But and plus he's deleted everything about who said girl was off his channel. But if you want to know where he tells the story, I know he told it on Nux Taku's channel. But yeah, obviously, like, yeah. If you were there, you were there. I did feel bad for the guy though. It was like around the time his channel, I think, got demonetized too, and so that like really sucked. Also, yeah, I remember that. What is it? Like, what is this? Okay, nobody's gonna also know who this is. Does anybody else please remember the YouTuber Sage the Furry Otaku? Does anybody remember them? I don't know if they identified as trans. They didn't say at the time. I'm pretty sure they were, but at the same time I was not sure and I was not familiar at the time, and they might have said it in their channel, but they used to do YouTube skits and at the time they had collabed with the Anime Man. No, I know nobody, like, they're such an obscure part of like AniTuber history, because it was one of the few people the Anime Man had collabed with back then. And I remembered them because I was going to go watch their gameplay channel, and then when I went back to them, they were gone. Because they had a game on their channel that I remember them playing, and then they were gone. They were gone. It was a sad day for small Kendra back then. How old was I? I remember that collab. Yes! Yes! The only evidence of Sage left is this fan art video. Of someone drawing fan art for Sage. It was like, what is it? Back when the Anime Man used to do like, what? Not Corpse Party. Actually, no, he used to do a ton of Corpse Party videos. And at the time, you could still stream. What is it? Okay, what is it? You want to know how funny YouTube was back then? You could legit get away with streaming Honey Pop, just flat out streaming Honey Pop. You still have to censor it, but like, you know, you could get away with playing Honey Pop on YouTube and not be demonetized. Of course, obviously, a lot of those archives and like streams are like long gone. Like that one Bowser game. If you know, you know. What is it? That one like game you could romance Bowser? Gosh, that was so weird. Just send it. Technically you can. Yep. Technically you can. I was thinking of that romance Bowser game. I am so shocked that one faded into obscurity. Especially Chibi Doki's like whole obsession with Bowser. I am so shocked not a single person has recommended her that game. The Romance Bowser one, I remember that one, because that's one of the older collabs that Joey and Noble did. Do you remember Kami Mashita? Let me see. Let me see. What is it? There's like what is this? Are you talking? Okay, what came up was a clip from Monogatari. I never watched Monogatari as a kid. Okay. So funny thing. So I've talked about it a couple of times on the channel. If it hasn't been obvious, and obviously I don't talk about it on it's an Annie tuber. Let me see. I was like, I actually want to tell that story. I actually want to talk about that story. I don't think I've heard of this person before. Channel update. They haven't uploaded in a whole 2 years. Not gonna lie though, their channel immediately reminds me of that one girl who made that clip of I drink water. I drink water, I have to move the water to the bathroom, and then I have to drink more water so I don't die. No, I've never heard of this person before. Some people, how to breathe. How to breathe like a demon slayer. I wanna see. I wanna look at them in my own time, so I'll look into it. What is it? Can I tell you guys a funny story about Monogatari? So back then, so I know I said that like as a kid, as long as you made me laugh, I would watch you, and I know good and well, Monogatari most likely would have fallen into that category had I actually taken a good proper look at it. But what had happened was that back then as a kid, my first clip of Monogatari was I think it was called Nyaneko na, the one where the girl, she does the nyan tongue, the cat girl, she does the nyan tongue twister. That was my first introduction. Want to know my favorite anime YouTuber, by the way? What is it? Yeah, that was my first introduction to Monogatari. Was the worst introduction to Monogatari, because what had happened was that by that point, I actually wasn't into fan service anime. I was more the Kanaba effect. Let me see. What is it? I didn't get into fan service series until a lot later. But Monogatari was my first exposure to it, and I know that because what had happened was that if you know the Nyan Neko na tongue twister scene, you know what happens into it. There were jiggle physics everywhere. And your girl was like, let's just say I avoided Monogatari like the plague. Nowadays, maybe I actually would try it, since like I heard some good things. As soon as you see what they do, you will understand. Let's see. Let's see. Ah, okay. Yep, definitely see. What? No, maybe? I thought it feels like I've seen this channel. I think I have actually, in passing. But it feels like they've got, like, maybe there was a similar channel to this, because the video thumbnail format I have seen somewhere before. Wait, let me see. I am absolutely sure I have seen this thumbnail format before, but back then when I saw it, they barely had anything. I could be wrong though. I could be absolutely dead wrong, but I want to watch them, so thank you. Really, all my favorite, like, Annie YouTubers at the moment are ones that can, like, really, like, analyze a series really well. Like, say... And even then, it's, like, more of, like, I hop around them a lot. What is it? I'm like focusing on this hair. I'm trying not to do what I do every single time. We do a cute girl. Every single time we do a cute girl, I spend 53,000 years doing the freaking hair, and then we're stuck here for a millennia doing hair. I hate doing hair forever because unfortunately your girl has OCD issues, and then we end up staying here for millennia. Oh, brother. What is it? But yeah, they actually look pretty cool. So I'm gonna check them. Let me see something. This. Let me move her hair down here so I can finally see this properly. There you go. Okay. I'm doing it wrong. Duh. That's why I'm having problems with it. There you go. What is it? I will say though, can I be absolutely honest with you guys? It is so funny seeing. I know this is gonna sound like, what do you mean fake? No, there's no such thing as a fake. I can like my top 10 favorite series and I can be an anime fan. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. My problem is though, is we have had a rise, unfortunately, of the known anime fan, known as a tourist. I find it so funny how many people are coming into anime being like, oh my gosh. What is it? You got so many people being so, okay. So I guess it's kind of like, so what has happened? So like, what has happened as of late is you have so many people coming into anime and being so shocked by what they are seeing. And it's like an average Tuesday for an anime fan, but like you got these people who, let's be real here, they're tourists. They'll come into the anime sphere and be like, oh my gosh, this is weird. You enjoy this? By the way, talking about Aura, and I got an anime for you. What? Are you gonna say Ohara X Machine Gun? Freaking that thing has lived in my hair. In my hair! Not my hair! Oh my gosh. What is it I was saying? Now you got some people who be tourists in these anime parts. I'm sorry. You gotta be exposed, guys. There's understandably being appalled by some aspects of anime. Look up Pretty Boy Detective. Bro, you told me about that. And I did. I actually watched the first episode. I gotta like watch more. It was like super late when I finally got around to watching it. And I loved it. Mostly because I was always interested in the anime to begin with. So I gotta continue it. So we might do a watch along on that. Maybe. That was I feel like that one definitely is like an Oron type thing done right. Definitely Oron done right. Like an Oron type clone done right. Wish it would have gotten more love though. But like, you know, if I say why, we're gonna be on the topic all day. Like last time. I'll avoid it. I'm a not. It happens every single time. Longtime viewers of the Kendrillian station, the KK station, y'all know the unfortunate ramblings I go through on this channel. Not channel. Oh, dang. Wait, yes, channel. I'm slurring. I hate the fact that I slur my words sometimes. Not too bad, but you know. I'm making this thing too close. That's what I'm doing wrong. Make it. What is it? Oh, there was that! KennelCon. I actually had to find that recently. There was... Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, so this is actually a really interesting case of an anime of like the manga, not mangaka, I think it was the mangaka or light novel author just being so like they did not like their anime adaptation at all. I've heard always a couple of stories of that, but I think this was like, I learned about this after learning of the D. Greyman Hollow incident. So what had happened was that, for those that don't know, KennelCon was basically about this boy. He ended up helping this girl. She was a fox girl. And of course, as you know, it was also riding the very, very high highs of just being overtly sexual. But there was just one itty bitty problem. The mangaka didn't like that because the anime was hypersexual and focused on none of what was going on in the story. And the mangaka did not like that at all. What is it? By the way, there's one series I want to do a watch along with you if you ever get the chance. I want to introduce you to Fate. Bro, if we do a watch along on Fate, we will be doing 50 watch alongs on Fate. I do probably want to get into Fate, but at the same time, it's like, maybe, maybe not. I'm still thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. We might. There's no guarantee. There is no promises. But at the same time, who knows? Who knows? Dang, I immediately got flashbacks to when I went to the anime convention a couple of months back. I should have bought that Ushio figure. Bought my Miku for 30. That Ushio was 50. Dang. I really should have bought that figure. But granted, maybe. I'm still thinking about it. There's one character I think you'll absolutely love, Waver. I think you told me about Waver, and I made fun of Waver. I am so sure. Fate. Waver. I am absolutely sure it's gonna be stupid. No, that's that other guy you told me about. Weber. He's not Waver. He's not Saber. He's Waver. I have actually seen this character before. I was just not impressed by him. Can I be absolutely honest with you? His eyes are too far apart. That sounds so stupid, but like, hear me out. It's the haircut. Hear me out, hear me out. His haircut. There was a character I actually did fall in love with Fate though. It was the little Comet Boy, the one based off of the Little Prince. He's adorable. I love him. The Little Prince guy. He's like a little blonde boy. He was so adorable. I loved his look. I loved his aesthetic. I loved him. What is it? Fate. The little this one. Voyager, yes. Voyager from Fate Requiem. Yeah, he's adorable. He's adorable. Gosh, this looks so bad. I'm trying not to, but at the same time, it doesn't look right. Like entry for verification. There we go. Okay, yeah. Talking about designs you might like, how about the Prince of Langling? Let's see. Langling. Fate, Prince of Langling. I'm like pronouncing that. Like so bad. Alright, we got somebody with a design that's actually cooking, yes. Like I said, I know good and well people are gonna be like, Kendra, you can't say some of this stuff. But let's be real here. Unfortunately, your girl has very biased character design philosophy. And it's either gonna be a yes, or it's gonna be a no. No, but I actually like his design. What is it? Ventus? You have won my character design part. One thing that's really odd about Haruhi is the just sheer fact of just her bangs. Just flat out her bangs. No wonder why nobody's able to find out if she's a girl or not. Her bangs cover her face. Just the entirety of her face. Man, nothing was funnier. I'm sorry. Now that we brought up Oron, like we were bringing up like Oron like series, Oharu X Machine Gun is the funniest attempt at an Oron clone I had ever seen. I'm sorry. That was funny. So for anybody who doesn't know, it's pretty much in the name. It's Oharu X Machine Gun, and it's about this girl who... So I remember the series for two reasons. So it's pretty much an Oron clone, but instead of the host club, it's the paintball club. Oh, brother, it's so bad. And number two, I also like to credit that year that anime came out. It was the same year that Yona of the Dawn came out. During that time, and I know people are gonna be like, no, she wasn't. Bro, if you were there, you were there. Around that time, Monica Riel, and it's no fault of her own, because I did like Monica Riel, but I was also really critical of my English dubs back then, because I was a dub defender back then. Nowadays, I've said it before and I'll say it again, simulcasting ruined a lot of good dubs that should have never come out because, you know, a lot of those dubs were really bad. Well, a lot of these modern dubs are really bad. Modern dubs. I ain't talking about the classic dubs. I will always defend the Baccano dub no matter what. And we will always say the Baccano dub is like peak dub. Was it, you know what was the best clone, or was it, you know what the best Oron clone I think is? Yamato, Nadeshiko, Shichi, and Henge. Let's see, Yamato. Oh, the wallflower. I did hear about that one. Unfortunately, I couldn't get into that one because art style. But unfortunately, yeah, I could not get into that one because of the art style. That and Funimation's trailer for it was like actually horrendous. Unfortunately, I did judge a book by its cover. And then the trailers also just did not help. What is it? Some trailers make or break it for me. A good example, all of Webtoon's trailers. Only 2 trailers from 2 different series are actually good. And they're both, one of them is ending and the other one is on hiatus. Webtoon trailer is so bad. So bad. But what is it? To get back on track. So this was during the time that during this time, Oharu X Machine Gun came out, and it was during this time where Monica Riel would get cast. And again, no fault of her own, I was actually also a really massive Monica Riel stan back in the day. But at the same time, I also knew when it was time to quit casting her, as almost every female lead at the time, especially female leads that did not fit her character voice at all. I'm looking at you, Yona of the Dawn dub. We're so doing a PowerPoint slide of why I will always say the Yona of the Dawn dub is one of the worst dubs in the 2010s. It is the worst dub of the 2010s. I get it. I know. People love Yona of the Dawn. Yona of the Dawn's good. I highly recommend Yona of the Dawn. I remember, and I loved Yona of the Dawn when I first saw it. It should totally get a season 2. And it deserves that season 2. I've been hearing really good things about what's been going on in recent chapters too. But Monica should not have played Yona. Monica should not have played Yona. It also did not help that she was also in, what is it? She played Oharu in Oharu X Machine Gun. She played Yona in Yona of the Dawn. Despite the fact that I really don't want to talk about this series for my own personal reason, she played Ginko in Yurikuma Arashi. She also played, she just played a bunch of female leads at the time, and it was like, girl, whoever is your casting director needs to stop. Just don't. And so around that time, that's the only reason why I really remembered it, because like I said, around that time she was just being casted in like a lot of roles that did not fit her voice. And that's not fine. Always like, what is it? Even if it doesn't fit your voice, always like at least try. I just think it was, by that point, it was oversaturation, because by that point she was getting really good roles, and then there was just the back-to-back roles where it was like, my girl, I want to kind of hear Chermi Lee do something. I want to hear Chermi Lee. We were hearing all these male leads from different like anime and stuff like that. We were hearing Todd Habercorn do like different roles for his character, because if you also remember back in the day, Todd Habercorn used to play also like the weak defenseless lead back then. Oh my gosh, the weak defenseless like harem lead back then. I loved his performances a lot. I'm kind of still glad he got Natsu though, because it was fun. By the way, I got an old throwback for you. One of my animes that pulled me into the fandom. If you say what I think you're gonna say, oh my gosh, I think I've gotten pulled back too. Which fandom? Again, no shade to Monica. I still love some of her performances. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really also that big of a dub person anymore, because, like I said, I feel like simulcasting kind of downgraded the quality of a lot of just really good people who should be performing at their best. But, you know, obviously, you're given a week, you just kind of gotta do what you gotta do. Which, most likely, yeah, probably, but, you know, it just, Marodaiji Tachi ga isekai kara kuru so desu yo. now come? Mandaiji. Oh, I remember this one. I'm so salty with this anime. I'm so salty with this anime because around this time I was starting to understand that anime worked in 12 episode to 24 episode, 26 episode, 52 episode if you're lucky cycles. And I was so salty about this one because this didn't even get that. This got 10 episodes. I was so salty about it. I didn't even finish the anime. I didn't even finish the anime. I was so salty. Oh my gosh. I was so salty back then. I'm like, I don't even want to finish the anime. There's not enough episodes. I'm gonna have to abandon them. What is it? Still waiting for a season 2. Bro, it couldn't even get a full 12 episodes. We ain't getting a season 2 until the day. Bro, the day this gets a season 2 is the day No Game No Life gets a season 2. So there's a chance. Bro, I was coping, molding, and what is it? This was my No Game No Life back then, before No Game No Life came out. You're looking at someone who got into this when they were like the perfect age to get into something like this, and I was so freaking mad. I was like, 10 episodes? What do you mean 10 episodes? Again, salty, didn't even finish the anime. My favorite from back then is even more hilarious. Oh wait, you know, you mentioned that, but also I want to mention, can I actually, like, I've been going back to a lot of songs. Like, what is it? Inori, what was her name? Inori. Is that a zombie? Yes, because in line with Inori. Was it Inori Minase? Inori Minase, no, she did, so who I'm talking about is Inori. She did the opening for, Problem Children so for anybody wondering what Mando Daiji Tachi ga Isekai Kara Kuru So Desu Yo, it is called Problem Children Are Coming from Another World. It's such a good anime. It was before the isekai boom, back when Devil is a Part-Timer was like also low tier, didn't get its own season 2 at the time. Is That a Zombie is so funny. Oh my gosh, I still laugh at it. Oh my god. And I was saying, around that time, the same girl who did the opening for Is That a Zombie also did the opening theme for Problem Children Are Coming from Another World. They also did the opening theme for Hitsuji no Chaika, or Chaika the Coffin Princess. By the way, I totally want to watch it, but I also remember that's how I was introduced to Chibi reviews and how the ending sucked, so we're most likely never gonna, but we are gonna draw Chaika. We're going to draw Chaika. She's a good girl. I still remember seeing the zombie do an idol girl transformation, and I laughed so much I got stitches in my side. Bro, the whole anime is hilarious. It is so funny. That one's such a good series. It's so good. Highly recommend it. Okay, what is it? It is so funny. It makes, what is it? You want to see a series like do female fan service on a dude and show just how ridiculous and how funny it is? This is one of the reasons why I do not mind fan service. If you do it right, it can be the most hilarious thing ever. Oh, brother. I love anime. Oh, brother. I never finished Is That a Zombie though, so I like hype up this anime. I didn't finish it. Like I said, when I was a kid, I didn't finish a lot of anime. Oh, brother. I highly recommend it still though. It's the funniest anime I watched. I was laughing and dying and just everything. Equal rights fan service. What is it? Okay, can we be real here? Staz. Who here? Just that name alone. Please tell me there's somebody who recognizes that name. Please tell me there's somebody who recognizes that name. I have to get into the manga because I love this series. Oh my gosh. Please tell me somebody recognizes that name. Staz. Our best boy Staz. Oh my gosh. Please tell me somebody recognizes that name. Please. Oh my gosh. Please. I will say what the anime is, but please tell me somebody recognizes that name. Our best boy. I will vouch for him forever. Oh my gosh. Oh, Bloodlad, right? Yeah, boys, we got Bloodlad fans here. Oh my gosh. I never finished the anime, but I want to read the manga. I want to read the manga so bad. Oh my gosh, I love Bloodlad. It was so cool. Just the concept, bro. It's a vampire otaku. Oh my gosh, and he's so awesome. He's so cool. Staz is like one of the coolest like leads I had ever seen like as a kid, and I know like even now, like the art for this what is it? For anybody who does not know, so Bloodlad is basically this anime about this vampire. He's the strongest vampire in his realm. He rules the district, and what ended up happening was that this human girl falls into his world. Now you think, oh yeah, you're thinking like, oh yeah, like he's like a dangerous vampire. No. He's like a total nerd. He has never seen a human before because humans are not allowed in his world. And what ended up happening was that she ends up dying. Oops. And what ends up happening is that he has to pretty much go out of his way to resurrect her. That's pretty much the whole mission of the anime, to resurrect her, because number one, human. He is a fanboy for humans and what they've created. And number two, he killed this girl. might want to do that real quick. Might want to fix that mistake, especially since she most likely has a family. Oh man, but like, yeah, Bloodlad, love Bloodlad, love, like, what is it? In the future, when I finally start doing covers for songs, I am so doing the song for Vivid. I love it. I love Vivid. I love that song. Do I have it in the playlist, on the Kendrillion playlist? If it's not, it's going to be in there within the next 24 hours. Oh my gosh, I love Bloodlad. If you couldn't tell, I remember having an obsession with Hydra Bell. Let me see. Hydra Bell. Is he one of the characters? Let me see. Bloodlad. Hydra Bell. Who's Hydra Bell? Oh! Of course her name, it's her name, but backwards. Bell Hydra. Or, okay, so it is Hydra Bell in accordance to the Japanese, like, in accordance to like the Japanese, like, placement of names. But yeah, I do actually remember her. I thought she was alright. Also, you know what why I also really like Bloodlad? Because it was, okay, nobody remembers this because obviously he got really big because of his Attack on Titan fame. But back then, people used to rag on Todd Haberkorn a lot because of his role as Kirito in SAO. Everybody remembers it. If you were there, you just had to be there. People would rag on him. Fun fact, I remember watching, I watched game shows with my mom a lot, and as we were like just hanging out one day and we were watching reruns of the reboot of Catch 21, Todd Haberkorn was on there. And he's like, I'm Todd Haberkorn and I'm on the Catch 21, and I'm just like, what are you doing here? Also a bit controversial, but I prefer Wolf over Staz. I take offense to that, but okay. I don't know. It's kind of the same thing. Every time I think of the Wolf guy, let's be real here. It's Koga in Inuyasha. It's every time I see him, it just reminds me of the old like Koga and Inuyasha debates. Can I be absolutely real here? That's what he reminds me of. Every time I see him, I'm just reminded of the Koga and Inuyasha debates. Because I'm just like, I mean, yeah, he's most likely the better option. He'll probably do it, but he'll most likely also die faster because he's not the main character. So, I think we know who to go with. I just like mostly Staz because he's such a dork. Not even, like, he just seems like such... Okay, so, what is it? I kind of like what is it? Can I like get into this? I tweeted about this earlier. So, like, I've never really had... like, everybody's had a crush on a fictional character, but, like, all my fictional characters, when it came to anime, all were, like, all of them boiled down to... I'd say, except for, I guess, like, I guess Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, if you want to count that, because everybody had a crush on him. What is it? Every last one of them boiled down specifically to who would be the coolest person to hang out with. And back then, it was Goku, Staz, and yeah, that was pretty much my top 10 list of like who was like the coolest person to hang out with as like a kid. And to me, Staz and Goku were like top tier. I'm like, oh my gosh, who cares about romance? I'm hanging out with the coolest people in fiction. Especially since they're nerds, like me. I wouldn't really call myself a nerd, more like a casual. I kind of still see myself as a casual. What is it? By the way, what do you think about my biggest fictional crush? Let's see. Did you have good taste or was it trash taste? Let's see. It's only been an hour. What do you mean it's only been an hour? I'm like looking at my clock right now. I'm like, what do you mean it's only been an hour? Oh my god. Dun, dun, dun. It's Kyo from the original Fruits Baskets. No, that one actually makes sense. That one makes sense. Number one, Kyo's backstory is really sad. And just overall, he seems like a really cool person when obviously he's not being like a chaotic person, just because, you know, of the way he is. He seems really cool when he actually lets his guard down. I'm pretty sure for a lot of anime characters, and again, like I said, this goes for a lot of anime characters. Had they not grown up in the circumstances they were in, they would be pretty cool people. And I'm pretty sure Kyo will just flat out would have been like super cool. And I think Yuki, I wouldn't say I was a Yuki fan back then, but I do remember being like, oh hey, that's the voice of Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. He seems cool. Alright. Do that, and then... Kiss for me. Can I be absolutely real here? I kind of think the Oron... Okay, not only do I think it's overplayed, kind of think it's cringe, I kind of think the ending theme for Oron is a lot cooler. Can I be absolutely real here? The ending theme for Oron is so underrated. It is so underrated and I'm sad for that. Can I be real here? My other crush is the complete opposite. Let's see. Who is this opposite you were speaking of? By the way, go listen to the ending theme for Oron. Underrated as all get out. What is it? And if you don't remember, or like, do you remember the guitar theme riff at the end of the song for Oron? There you go. You already loved it. It's a nostalgic theme. It makes me cry sometimes. Which you think I'm kidding, but nah, I actually do kind of miss. I kind of, everybody, like, what is it? Everybody ends up tending to like remember the Oron ending theme, and like, man, what it was like to genuinely be 13 and like into Oron. Dang. Dang, I'm about to cry if I keep this up. It's Ranma. Oh, Ranma. Ranma's okay. Ranma. I tried getting into Ranma. I remember trying to get into Ranma as a kid because I remember being also into Inuyasha, and obviously they're two completely different series. I tried. I thought it was all right. Can I be absolutely real here? I know this is gonna sound dumb, but hear me out. I do not like the redub they did with Ranma of having Richard Ian Cox. I do not like his rendition of Ranma. For those that don't know, that is the voice actor for Inuyasha. I did not like his version of the dub with him as Ranma. I liked the classic dub. I know that sounds dumb and it's probably sacrilege for some people, but it's like there's just something special of having the like just, what is it? My biggest crush ever though was one that almost every girl had though. All I'm saying is how, you know what? Like, what is it? I didn't get it when I was younger, and then as I got older, I was like, you know what? I get it. It like Howl is a hermit, and he's a cute hermit, and that's pretty much what you can boil his character down to. Cute hermit. If that makes any sense. Yeah. But pretty much, I also love it when you really think about it. Nobody remembers Howl's Moving Castle for the plot. Anytime someone brings up Howl's Moving Castle, they either bring up two things: Sophie's relationship, Howl is hot. Because that's the only things you can remember, because the plot from the movie was so abysmal, because what they were trying to do was they were trying to adapt the books, and it failed hard. And I do mean they failed very hard, because like I said, nobody talks about Howl's Moving Castle for the story. They talk about it because Howl is hot. Let's be absolutely real here. And if you can prove that to me, be like, no, the story's interesting. And it's like, prove it. If you can tell me the story of the plot, then I would applaud you. I could believe you if you read the books. I didn't even read the books. And what is it? And actually, I kind of read like summaries in the books. I want to read the books. Now my biggest crush nowadays is actually Vash. That was the third person I was thinking about. The coolest people to hang out with: Goku, Staz, and Vash. Oh my gosh. Sounds super cool. Vash is complicated, let's be real here. He would be cool to hang out with, but you know good and well he'll be like, dang, sorry, gotta go. Unfortunately, my brother will come after you. But I ain't telling you that. Yeah. But what I never really understood, like, okay, like I said, I never really understood, like, crushes. So, like, I understood, but, like, not really. As I, like, grew up. And so, what is it? Somebody actually asked the same thing. So, I browsed the Trigun subreddit. And I remember somebody, like, they asked that question to a lot of the girls. who were on the Trigun subreddit, and they were like, hey, like, do you guys like find Vash like appealing and hot and stuff? And like what had happened was that some girls actually did come in and were like, oh yeah, totally. And I came in like, I kind of thought he was like a cool guy to hang out with. I thought he would be like a super cool guy to hang out with, because I don't know, like just the whole vibe of the series just does not ooze a single bit of romance. And so I see Trigun as the Western it is, just a place for people to hang out when they're not dealing with their trauma. Oh, brother. I know. I think the one, what is it? I would say the one crush I had as a kid was like Trunks. But like I said, everybody everybody had a crush on Trunks back then. And even then, it was by extension a way to hang out with Goku, because Goku. Your girl really wanted to hang out with Goku as a kid. It's Goku! It's Goku! Why wouldn't you want to hang out with someone like Goku is all I'm saying. We got all the toys and stuff going off in the background. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. We were talking about like classic dubs. So like I say that because there's some, I know like, what is it? I know for the, what is it? Now I remember also why I remember the Monica Riel like dub stuff. It was also because around that time, not around that time, but I think like about a year, 2 or 3 later, Kaicha wa Maid-sama also got a redub. And can I be absolutely real with you? I kind of don't like it. I don't like the new dub. Everybody did a good job, but I didn't like everybody else. I didn't like Monica as Misaki, mostly because I was used to the, I think it was the ADR, the ADV like dub like they did. I liked that dub. Everybody's microphone sounded awful. It was terrible. It sounded muffled as all get out, but there was charm there. You can't find that dub anymore, and I was so mad. I was so mad. You know what character would be the ultimate hangout for me? Hanging out with Sakura and Lee. I'm guessing you're talking about Cardcaptor Sakura. I never really got into a lot of magical girl stuff as a kid. I was into shoujo. I loved shoujo. I just could never really get into a lot of magical girl. I think the closest I tried was Lyrical Girl Nanoha, and I didn't only because I was confused, because back then I was trying to find, okay, so what is it? Back then, I used to believe that certain series were season 2 or season 1, and what happened was that because I didn't understand, like, how some animes worked in the way they were, like, published, if I got confused at the order, I would just quit it. A good example of a series like that I did not quit was how back then I was hearing of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I was gonna watch it because of what was it? It was that one guy, the Lee, I think his name was Lee. It was, you know, the race that stood in for Chinese in Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Is it Lee? Ling Yao, yes! It has been so long since I've googled that guy. And I thought Full Metal Alchemist back then was season 1 and Brotherhood was season 2. It took a bit, but I realized that they were different after I googled them some more. Alright, good. We finally got Hari down for the 50th time. Oh, brother. We spent all this time on the hair, but I'm not kidding you. I say this every time, guys. this hair is the permanent hair of Haruhi for the rest of this drawing, so we may have spent so much time on the hair, but I ain't getting rid of it. Small edits here and there, but nope. Small edits here and there, but we ain't getting rid of it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Kiss Kiss Fall in Love. It's pretty cringe. It's unfortunate. It's a bump, but it's cringe. I like I said, I know this sacrilege, but it must be said. I know. I think it's because I don't know. I just can't really get into the song like I used to. To me, I might try and give it another chance, but to me, the ending theme just stands out a lot more. Like, kind of how, like, as much as I do like Idol for Oshinoko, I do think a lot of you guys should give the ending theme, I think it was Memphis, the ending theme, a chance to. I mean, the opening theme did outshine it, but the ending theme, the opening theme did outshine it, but like for deservedly reasons. But yeah, give that one a listen too. It's good. It's good. All right, we finally got Haruhi's hair done for the 50th time. Now we won't have to worry about it. I still might edit it later, so. That's why I spent time doing both the hair and the face off screen, because I know good and well I always go overboard with the detail on that one, because hair and face always make the ending for me. They pull everything together. Alright. And just so anybody knows, like, the way I have the face and everything set up, so remove that. So I kind of tried to experiment. Alright, getting off now. I need to get ready for some cookie baking. Alright, bye! Make cookies! And give them to me. Alright, to show, like, I kind of experimented with her face because I wanted to really, like, see how it would turn out. And I kind of wanted to experiment with, like, how just, like, everything would come together. So, originally, the bridge of her nose and this right here were originally the same. But what ended up happening was that I ended up dividing it because the nose was starting to look kind of weird. And I wanted to move it more closer to the center of her face. And just separate the bridge and stuff. So, I think it worked out. To a degree. I tried putting it back, but it didn't look great, so yeah. There you go. This all looks lovely, fantastic, and awesome, outstanding, and of course, simply amazing. Go. Okay, there's that. Editing the eyes just a little bit. Yeah. me see something. But no, this has to be one of them. No, because it's making it fit too. What is it? I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. What? What is it? We were talking, and then we got talking, and then forgot everything. I forgot everything, everybody. There you go. Putting the eyes in like a little thing so that I don't end up combining with the hair by accident. I know good and well if we were to, would like color the hair in one of these days. One of these days we're just gonna have a whole coloring stream dedicated to me finally coloring all these, because all these girls are supposed to be in color. Eventually. I know good and well flat out this is gonna be fancy tuna, but I was gonna draw that before stream and failed immensely. Because unfortunately, nature calls. What are these? Oh yeah, that's right. This is the plate. And everything. The plate. Combine those. The plate. That's the plate. And that is for a pan. Okay. Blocking out these guys for a quick second. What's this? Oh, this is the body. Check that out. Go. Alright, there we go. We can finally start. On her phone. I always forget to put stuff in the freaking playlist. This looks terrible. Oh my god. What is it? Let's I try one thing that I'm not sure if anybody noticed. I think I pulled it up. I pulled her chest up too high. What happened was that I was trying to if you haven't noticed, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to highlight the androgyny but also the femininity of Haruhi, if that makes any sense. So that's kind of why I kind of, I kind of have her kind of like this. And I think it's working, but it's gotta take time. I'm not used to stuff like this. I pulled her chest up too high. This is a disaster. And didn't center her waist right. If anything, it feels like it's coming together in its own weird way because it reminds me of a wedding suit. Fitting, fitting. Now grab the dress, Tamaki, and put it on. Put on the wedding suit, Tamaki. It's dick. Impressive evidence. Oh my god. I'm just reminded of like so much anime. You know, it's always interesting looking back in your past and stuff like that. Whether it was good or whether it was bad. I still remember that time I discovered anime and stuff like that fondly. I know for some people they're like, oh my gosh, they see one thing and they'll always get embarrassed, like, oh my gosh, I can't ever, this is why I don't ever show people that I like anime. But like, bro, when that's really what you got, that's kind of what you just got. Just be proud of what you like. Mostly because it's not gonna matter in the end anyway, because either they accept you for who you are, or they weren't your friends. You gotta cherish that time. You gotta cherish that time. Especially if you actually did find good anime. If you're embarrassed to talk about the fact that you were an anime fan, and you weren't being bullied for it, and you're just being bullied for anime that people just don't like, sorry to tell you, bro, but like I said, it's not really friendship. That's just me, though. I met so many cool people because of it. It was short-lived. Not a lot of them stayed. But it was still a fun time. Kind of going for a little kind of fluffy feel with it for Haruhi and stuff. Kind of reflect that shoujo-ish kind of thing for her. That's soft, but kind of edge to her. This one I figured would kind of be difficult, because I'm not used to this. Alright, so one thing I would have to do, kind of hold it out a little bit, and there we go. We're actually having some good progress. Not gonna lie, I was kind of worried about doing her suit, because if you know, she's wearing the male's uniform. And I'm not used to drawing guys stuff. I don't even know what I'm doing. Alright. Yeah, I'm doing it. This came out great. Such a clown. Not too sharp, not too. Well, technically, it can be over exaggerated. You just gotta manage it. Go. I don't know. It just depends. You know, I used to draw a certain way back then. I've talked about it on stream before. I used to draw. I've been drawing for a pretty long time, but around this time I started drawing these little hamster figures. And I would call them like little Tamagotchis. But I knew they were I knew it was Japanese, but I didn't understand what it meant. It was based off Tamagotchis. But I didn't know at the time, like I said, I didn't know at the time that it was like, I knew it was Japanese, but I didn't know what it meant. And what ended up happening was that it was how I was also introduced to skip beat. Because what ended up happening was like, I was the artist of that group, that friend circle. And I remember there was this one girl who, she was like the leader of the group, and I remember, because I really wanted, I wouldn't say I was trying to impress her, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if I was just like kind of like hanging around her because I thought she was that cool. And what happened was that she introduced me to skip beat, and I ended up drawing the main character, Kyoko. And I remember she was like, "Whoa, can I have it?" And like I drew all of her outfits because I didn't watch the anime up to that point. And I thought they were, because I thought what my thought process was that all of these things, all these characters that she's dressing up as are all Kyoko in just different. And I ended up drawing them all, and then I gave them to her, and then I ended up drawing like a second sheet and cutting each and every outfit out because I used to like, so what I did was that I would make them and then I would cut them out. And oh man, I wish I would have mentioned this when Ventus was here. It was also around that same time I had gotten into Hetalia. To be honest, I actually missed the Hetalia fandom at its peak. I didn't really get into the fandom, if that makes any sense. Like the online fandom, because I wasn't allowed to make an internet account back then. But I still remember the comment sections and everything, like back when Hetalia was peak, before England's recasting. We ain't talking about that one. Yikes. It was a fun time. Those who know. I've been referencing that a lot today. Those who know. Ah, brother. Why does that happen way too often? I remember people. Nah. But I do remember people citing his case a lot when a different situation had happened. Sometimes life sucks like that. Wait, that was bad. Wait, yeah, no. Alright, so bring this up and draw the curve because I almost forgot. I think Haruhi would also be really cool to hang out with. Just mess around. Like, be that one person who can clearly tell that, like, what is it? You know, like how there were some characters in Oran that just flat out knew Haruhi was clearly, like, a girl because this is a comedy anime, and how could you not? Because let's be real here, not everybody in the cast of Oran was the brightest. That is absolutely really. Kids were able to point it out. Is all I'm saying. Oh, brother. And like be that one person who also knows. And then you just mess with the host club every day. That would be so funny. Let's see, that seems to work. Only 8. Feels like we've been talking for hours. That's the great thing about streaming. It feels like hours have gone by. You can sit around doing nothing and then the whole world goes by. Oh yeah, I remember back then. I was super into Toriko back then. I was thinking about it, but I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about if I want to draw the news reporter. Because I know she's non-canon, but let's be real here. She was like the second best girl. Well, actually, no, I think, can I be real here? So for those that don't know, Toriko was hyped up back in the day for being a part of like the new big 3. And Toei was trying to, but like what had happened was that around that time, the author was caught soliciting high schoolers, and that was not good. And what happened was that when Japan was cracking down on their laws because he had previously got convicted, they pretty much scapegoated the guy again, which obviously deserved. Sometimes it's just like that. And what ended up happening was that just eventually Toriko fell off the face of the earth. I remember finding out about that and was just like, wow, we really can't have anything in this house. Sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes you just can't have anything. Maybe it doesn't look too awkward. It is a sleeve. I think the sleeve should be tighter. I think the thing about sleeves is that they're so awkward. Like they like I think what is it? Sleeves and just flat out like skin. Like folds and stuff like that. Skin folds and sleeve folds are just so weird because on the one hand they should fold in but like at the same time. Yeah, there was Good Luck Girl. I remember that. Every year we quote that thing every time someone brings up One Piece. Guns got you. Cringe. I'm like remembering some of the stuff I actually did because when I made when this friend group I referenced it earlier, that friend group I talked about, we were like so like if I had to actually define my weeb era, it is so much of my middle school. I'm still proud of that year. That year of weebdom. And I still treasure it a lot, but man, that was so weebish. What is it? That's how I introduced a lot of people to fairy tale. Because I was such a fairy tale fangirl back then. Oh my god. Why? Gosh, this sleeve looks ugly. This sleeve came out ugly. How do you do the sleeve actually? I gotta Alright everybody, time for the Google hour to start because I don't know how you fold her sleeve. Oh, there we go. Okay. Why am I not focusing on the folds and curves? Maybe because I'm not paying attention. There we go. Has anybody noticed, like, I think one thing I think is also really cool is when you, like, go back to some authors and you, like, you find, like, what they're doing now. I think that's pretty cool. Like, I think, the author for Blood Lad, if I remember correctly, because I actually do remember this fact, he went on to do the art for ID Invaded. So totally like check that out if you were really into ID Invaded. I remember I wanted to get into it and I just couldn't at the time. And what ended up happening was that I found that out and that made me want to watch the anime even more. And I still haven't gotten around to it. I gotta give that anime a shot. ID invaded. And as for like the creator of Oron, we all know what the creator of Soul Eater's been doing. He's been Can I be absolutely honest with you? None of you remember probably some of like my older streams, but I remember I clowned on the Soul Eater dude so much for when he did that. That was so funny. I clowned on him so much when that chapter released, the fan service chapter where he like did that kid and he like flat out was like, all right guys, all right, here is my self insert of me using this little kid to wipe this woman from existence because of the real world. I can do anything I want. Oh my god, oh my gosh. Again, I don't know if anybody remembers that. That was so hilarious. Oh my gosh. I still cherish that. Where is a proper one in the uniform and she's folding her arm? I'm like, for anybody wondering what I'm doing, of course I have to scour the entirety of Google for this. Or I might have to scour in Oron clips because of course I have to. I'm trying to get a good feel for the uniforms because they have the little like padded curves right here, and I'm not sure if the fold ends up curving into the sleeve when you lift the arm, or if it... Okay, here we go. Like a little chibi kind of like does it. Yeah, it kind of curves and then it kind of doesn't. Actually, yeah, it does. There we go. Bringing that file in. Import our girl. Here we go. I need Haru-chan. I remember. Also, one thing I remembered back then. I'm gonna have to. What is it? Back then, we also like referred to each other. I kid you not, by Chan and like Kun and stuff like that. When we were like, that's why I called it like my major like weeb era. Because I do remember actually like flat out we called each other like Chan and stuff. But the thing was that back then, I still kind of am, I was like a major tomboy back then. And nowadays I consider myself a lot more girly than I used to be. And what happened was that back then, I was like, I don't want to go by Chan, I want to go by Kun. And we did. I flat out. Oh my god, frick. I flat out went by Kun back then. It was like this, Ken Kun. Like some of them still called me Chan and I didn't mind that. And like flat out I was like, I am Ken Kun. Ken Kun. For all the coons out there. Oh, brother, it was so cringe. I totally would go by Chan nowadays though, but man, that was so cringe. And I still liked it. Like again, I still hold those memories like near and dear to me. But man, that was funny. I gotta pull that back up. I gotta pull the back up. I forgot to pull that back up. There we go. I was such a cringe weeb back then. I still love those memories. Eventually what happened was that, I guess you guys are probably wondering, like, why do I keep saying that? Eventually what had happened was that I ended up, a lot of, what is it? It was like a group of, we were a group consisting of like 2 8th graders and like 3 7th graders. And of course the 8th graders were going, and I wanted to stay in contact, but back then I really wasn't allowed to like have people on my phone. back then, other than like people that my mom was familiar with, because you know, crazy people back then, they were crazy people then and crazy people now. And what ended up happening was that the group ended up kind of just disbanding throughout the year, and I was kind of sad about that. I was trying to, and I remember like trying my best back then, wanting to keep everybody together, but of course, you know, stuff like that happens. Not everybody can stay together as much as we would like them to. And then that's just life. I still had fun that year. And that was just kind of it. We kind of just moved on. And then what happened was that I was like getting excited because at the time I was like, even if we can't keep the original group together, I'm gonna invite my sister and we'll all join the group together. And what ended up happening was that we ended up moving away from the area, and I remember I was like bawling my eyes out. And the thing was is that I didn't want to tell my mom the reason, and I was like, I was just sitting there crying. She's like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like, oh, it's so stupid. I should have just told her, but hey, listen, the life of a 13-year-old going on 14. I ended up getting over it. We ended up going to a new school. Then of course that's where the video where I talked about the police situation soon after we got into homeschool. And then, yeah, that's just kind of how it goes.
That's how it goes, everybody. Life isn't as always hunky-dory as you would expect it. Sometimes it leads you down the drastic hole of going the unfortunate route of homeschool. Is homeschool terrible?
I'll leave that up to you. Depends on the parent, I'd say. My parents were good, though. I had good, solid parents. We had her down. But name one thing that never about. Nah, bro, I gotta talk about that. I was thinking about that story earlier. I won't talk about it this time, but like, bro, the time I briefly, it was so brief, and it got shut down real quick, thankfully. But I remember the time I became a Chunibyo for like a whole like I want to say like it was a good couple of on and off hours. Oh my gosh, Chunibyo, it was so cringe. Alright, bend into the curves. I won't say, what is it? I'll tell it next time, but I think what was the funniest thing was that I think around that time, I had discovered Chunibyo Love and Delusion. And I think that's why I like make fun of it, and it took me way too long to realize, oh wait, that was almost me. Bro. That was cringe. Sometimes you look back at your past and you start to realize you were no different. You were also cringe. And if you weren't cringe, you were just cringe alone and you didn't realize it. And only you saw that. Only you saw the cringe. Oh yeah, I made the whole title like that thing I was going to talk about. Yeah. Unfortunately, everybody around me is sick. I haven't gotten sick though. I'm surviving. I'm living. I might change it. Maybe.
maybe.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say earlier. We were talking about, like, the reason why I brought up, like, the kiss fall in love thing is because I was gonna, like, swerve right into, like, the topic of underrated openings and ending themes. And, like, oh my gosh, one thing that nobody ever does is everybody always brings up the freaking Haru Haru Shuffle from Haruhi Suzumiya, but nobody ever wants to do or sing the opening theme for Haruhi Suzumiya. No one ever wants to sing it, and I'm so upset about that. I remember being like, I'm in the mood for some Haruhi opening, because the opening always stood out for me. I know the Haru Haru Shuffle is popular and all, but, before you get to the ending, the opening theme is right there. Oh, brother. And I remember I really loved the opening theme and was so disappointed years later when I go and I look for the opening, for more people to cover the opening themes, because I like to listen to the opening themes and then I like to go listen to covers of opening themes, and then I find out that only one person has covered the opening themes, and it was over 9 years ago. And I'm just like devastated. I don't like that at all. I actually really want to go listen to Chunibyo's opening again, because I remember it's been like, and I know it's been over 10 years. It's been like over 10 years since I've listened to it. I liked it and then just didn't bother listening to it again. I know this goes for a lot of openings I've heard in my past, where I'll be like, oh yeah, I liked it, but then I won't listen to it for like up to 10 years. I know this. I know there's some openings right now that I have not listened to in over 10 years, and I keep telling myself, I'm gonna go listen to it again one day. What is it? There was like, what is it? I know there's this one Vocaloid song called It's literally called Hello, How Are You? And I have not picked up that song ever since I discovered it. I told, what is it? And the thing was, is that this year was its 10-year anniversary. That's how long I've avoided the song. And I know good and well I should probably listen to it, because it's like, it's when, and everybody was like, man, I remember this song. It was so sweet. And I put in the comment section, because it was announced on the 10th anniversary on Twitter. Everybody was like, oh man, I loved this song as a kid. And I posted on there being like, I know I should probably listen to this song. I've known about it for 10 years. I've never even forgotten the name, and I've never even forgotten the thumbnail. I've only seen it in passing, and I probably should listen to it. But congratulations on your 10 years. I should probably listen to it though. Oh brother. Oh man, I'm so done with it. I'm done with it. I can't play the song, obviously. I cannot. If I play the song, I'm gonna get striked. What is it? What is it? It was called Love Chunibyo. I think it was called Chunibyo. What is it? I think it was Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions. And I think people said they liked season 1, season 2 was eh. What is it? Love, Yeah, you love Chunibyo and Other Delusions. It was a light novel turned anime and stuff. Maybe I should listen to it. I'll probably listen to it right now. Maybe. Or I can just avoid it like I've avoided everything else in my life. What is it? Take the risk. Take the risk. One thing that I gotta learn is that I gotta overlap some of these lines with the illustrations, because I don't know why, I just have this thing. It's like a pet peeve, but not really a pet peeve. It's kind of just, I'm bad with it. I tend to not draw the overlapping lines because I'm trying to, I guess, quote unquote, keep it good, but you know, not good all the time. It depends. Maybe. It's so hard getting this. This is what I'm looking at, and I want to get it right. And I didn't do it right.
Maybe you're my love.
What is it? Maybe it's just because. Well, no, because I kind of think that one. I kind of think both versions are cringe. Back then, Funimation used to dub the openings in English. I kind of miss that. It's one of the reasons why I really like the Peach Girl opening, because in my personal opinion, while the singer was not the absolute best, I really did love the Peach Girl opening because of the English dub. Oh, because of the English dub. And now, now that I'm older, I went back, and there's a reason why, I have it now on the Kendrillion playlist, because I genuinely love the opening to Peach Girl. Both Japanese and English. But unfortunately, not a lot of them had an English, it was never a full English release. And that made me sad. That one did make me sad. What is that? I don't like that. That's a disaster. This reminds me, it keeps looking like a wedding suit. Which again, I'm saying this for the audience, Tamaki. It's perfect for Tamaki. Perfect for Tamaki. Put on the dress, bro. We've seen you rock the Oran anthem. Oh my gosh, I remember. Oh my gosh, nah, they were so friggin' annoying. Anybody who remembers the Lobelia girls knows I did not like the Lobelia girls back then. Still don't. I ain't gonna kid myself. I did not like those Lobelia girls. They were so freaking annoying. You know, people are like, well, they're not that bad. Nope. how do you feel if I barged into your school and be like, hey, all your friends are trash, come with me? That would be pretty bad and offensive. At least to me. That's how I feel about it. I don't know about some of y'all. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't feel the same about that. That's what I'm getting wrong. I'm trying to. That's why it feels like a wedding dress. Duh, I'm doing it wrong. That, and then go. Here we go. Finally. Face these out. Make it good. Bait used to be believed in. If you know, you know. If I speak, I choose not to speak. If I speak, I get suspended. Nah, those that no. Somebody tried making some bait tweets. I love people who do bait tweets because either two things: they're effective, or you want to roast them and you tell what is it? Hydrate. Thank you. I thank you very much, Music Boy. I am finally hydrated. Thank you. What is it? Move this out of the way. There we go. Ah, that's why. Not gonna lie though, I do kind of miss that early 2000s feel. I still exist. Exactly. That's why I haven't forgotten you. What is it? People have also, but what is it? I want to, but like at the same time, it's kind of, what is it? There's been like this whole like thing going around where it's like it's rude to call out lurkers and stuff like that. But I try not to. I think some people go kind of overboard with it, being like, if you call me out, I'm leaving. And I'm just like, God, bro, calm down. They just called you out. Now, if they're calling you out in like a super rude way, that's when I think you have the opportunity to leave, because they're just calling you out. But like, if they're genuinely just calling you out, being like, hey, blah, 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 just calm down with it, bro. Calm down. Some people take stuff way too far. So you'll forget me if I stop existing? Who knows? Who really not. Maybe. Maybe not. All I know is that I'm not sure about Froyo. Nah. If you don't talk, then that's fine by me. If I call you, it's just to mess around. Dang, I was listening to Bakano earlier. Man, I need to finish. I keep saying it, but like I said, I didn't finish a lot of anime when I was a kid. So we most likely will take the opportunity to finish a lot of these anime. Again, I have not even finished Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I got to the very, very end. I mean it. When I say I got to the end, I was on episode 59. Or like 57, right when the gates opened. And if you know, you're like, why did you not continue? And I'm like, I don't know. There was one anime that I remember I didn't finish, but for a good reason. Magi. I know people are gonna be like, why didn't you finish Magi? Can I be absolutely real with you? The concept of Magi is fun, but oh my gosh, is it so boring to sit through. What is it? I did not start watching anime until I started college. Yeah, some people do that. Some people some people they don't start anime until either high school, college. I got in near the end of elementary school. And I started with watching a lot of kids anime, which was good for me because I was still a kid and well, sometimes you just need to start with the kids anime. I still will love the twin princesses of the Star Planet. Fine and Rain were so adorable. And then there was Princess Yutsi. Was it Princess Yunsi, which I thought was kind of boring. So I abandoned it. Sorry, Princess Yunsi. No, I never really could get into Magical Doremi. I know some people are like, sacrilege, but I just really couldn't. I tried to. I think it was just the witch concept. Back then I wasn't really allowed to watch stuff with witches and stuff in it. So I was like, eh. As much as you seem cool, pretty witchy, Doremichi. I still love the movie, those transformation sequences for Doremi though. It is so cute and I love the musical melody. What is it? Yeah. Nah, but I started with a lot of kids anime back then. And then as I moved up in the grades, I started watching actually anime for my actual age. Again, what is it? Why is this not working out? It's not coming out like how I want it to. Delete it. It's not coming out how I want it to. Let me see something. Okay. I think I'm starting to get it. I'm not used to drawing collars and ties and stuff like that. Collars are kind of complicated for me. Even drawing the collar I have on me is kind of complicated. And I'm still learning. I'm still learning though. I still want to. I still want to. And then of course I found I think this was how I really got into it. I started finding, like I was saying, I started finding kids anime, and then I started, what is it? I think that was how I eventually found the My Melody anime and my, like, not short, but definitely, like, even modern obsession with it. Because, like, what is it? After all these years, I've been getting ads. I don't know if anybody else is getting these ads. I've been getting ads of the Kuromi anime, because obviously Kuromi's gotten a lot more popular than what she used to. And what I found was that in the original Japanese, these shorts, because they're like anime shorts, the original voice actors for Kuromi and I think it was Bakuman, like they got back together to do like the anime after all these years. And then for the first time, we are hearing what the My Melody anime would have been like if it had been dubbed in English. Obviously they can't get the exact, what is it? I don't get ads. I got ad block. Dang, you're right. Dang, right. Well, I've been getting these I've been mostly getting these ads. This is kind of one of the reasons why I don't turn off ads completely, because I turn it off for PC because I don't use PC, but I don't do it for mobile because I might see something. Like how I'm getting the ads for like, again, not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored. I'm getting the ads for Reverse 1999 and they've piqued my interest. Apparently, from what I'm getting, it's akin to Fate. It's akin to Fate and what is it? Fate and Fire Emblem. So we'll be apparently having some grind sessions. Cause your girl doesn't spend money. Cause poor. And so pretty much, what is it? And that's pretty much like I get those recommendations of like the Kuromi like mini series and stuff like that, and I'm like, man, 70% of ads have malware. Pretty much. I don't just click on any ads and stuff like that. I only like, what is it? Most of the time, if I see an ad I'm interested in, I'll Google it first. And that's pretty much my go-to, because, well, like you said, some ads are dangerous and some ads are weird. I'm finally starting to get filtered out. Those weird ads have been finally filtering out from YouTube or something as of late. The ones where it's like, oh Julie, did you want to sign up with this hot girl and escape the zombie apocalypse for the 50th time? And I'm like, oh, thank you. I've been getting some good recommendations. I think YouTube's finally recognizing the issue, because those ads were just annoying. I mean, I watch them for the fun of it for like sometimes, but like not all of them were good. Not all of them were good. That and a lot of those ads don't even like promise what they promote. It's so annoying. That's mostly the reason why I don't click on them. I'm like, if you're gonna promote something, at least have it in the promotion. Oh, we ripping on YouTube ads? Yeah. Listen. As much as I love YouTube, and I've been watching it since as long as I can remember. The moment I found that you could watch anime on YouTube, I was psyched and pumped and everything. There's just one tiny problem. Their ads have gotten bad. They're finally starting to recover, but there's a reason why I ripped on their ads just a second ago. What is it? I'm all free. Oh, hello, new chatter. Don Musa VT. Hello. It's not slander if it's true. Yeah, yes, it is. No, I meant you are right. It's not slander if it's true. Yeah, you're right. You are right. It's not slander if it's true. Sometimes it's just like that. Your girl is learning how to do ties. Greetings. Hello. Just like I said, what is it? YouTube has so many fake Mr. Beast ads that are scams. I have actually not been getting those as of late. I did get them, like, when he was first, like, really popping off on YouTube, but I have not gotten one in the past, like, I think year or so. So I haven't been getting that. But I have been seeing... I've not been getting... So what I would get originally was I would get the actual, like, ads of Mr. Beast. Now they're just showing up in pop-ups. I have not gotten, like, actual ads, like, in about a year. What is it? That's weird. What's weird is I've been getting targeted ads on Snapchat of all places. There's some social medias where I'm like, do I really want targeted ads? It's like, on the one hand, I don't want you to target, like, ads at me. But on the other hand, when you don't target ads at me, I get trash and garbage ads. Oh, brother. I'm like, what is that? Okay, like, what is it? Really, recently I've been getting, like, clearly, like, okay. So I'm not someone who rips on the alt-right, because the alt-left ain't any better. Let's be absolutely real here. None of y'all are free from sin. None of y'all are free from sin. But oh my gosh, I've been getting so many alt-right ads being like, conservative A rips into the LGBT and all that type of stuff, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't care. So I had to turn on targeted ads, be like, please target me with webtoons and stuff. Oh, brother. What is it? Like, I keep a lot of aquariums, so I get PetSmart ads trying to sell me more tanks. Snapchat keeps trying to get me to tell them, like, college. No way I'm telling them that. Yeah, same thing. What is it? Okay, so I haven't been saying it. I'm gonna make a short about it eventually when I get, like, kind of more used to what I am doing. It's not gonna be daily shorts, but it'll be enough shorts. I opened up a TikTok. I was thinking about it for a while, but I opened up a TikTok, and pretty much what has now happened is I'm kind of learning the TikTok algorithm, not gonna lie. One video, I was actually shocked. It, like, failed on speaking of which, one of my fish tried to take a chunk out of my thumb from moving his coconut shell. Hey, listen, that's just how it is. What is it? Earlier, like, I have toys that, like, I have family members play with. You can probably hear some of them in the background. And what ended up happening was that my dog, our dogs, they love the taste, I guess, and they constantly steal the specific toy. These, like, so they're like these blocks. TikTok, you got a phone. You got the phone malware, Ken. TikTok. Yes, I know. I got the malware, unfortunately, but I have a good reason. I need to network. Because unfortunately, TikTok has actually been doing me some good. I don't know if people are coming over because of TikTok, but it's good to at least network. I was gonna make the short about it in, like, the future. I still am. But yeah, I know I'm gonna get ripped into. I was trying to avoid it, but I know good and well it's good to at least branch out a little bit. Good reason. His name is Strudel. He's a dwarf pufferfish, and he's got a beak. And he has a beak. Ah, that makes sense. I was like, how can a fish take a bite out of you? And it's like, and then you say he was a pufferfish. Really just the pufferfish aspect, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I know pufferfish actually do have, like, kind of teeth to them. Pufferfish. I'm just messing around now. What is it? So you're ripping on me, music boy. I know. I've succumbed to the dark side. It's just how it is. Yep, a little murderous fat freshwater jelly bean doesn't like it when you touch his stuff. I've been steadfast of not doing TikTok. I've never getting TikTok. It's malware and I don't like malware. The only reason why is because I influence the masses. I influence the people. Otherwise, I totally would not have gotten it. I know. Sacrilege. But they have seeped into every corner, and unfortunately is avoidable. Unfortunately is unavoidable. Pretty much, unless that thing gets banned out of the country, which, let's be real here. Let's try not to get into the TikTok banning debate. Technically it's spyware, not malware, but close enough. Yeah, like how I did, like, what is it? Like how I almost messed up because I thought they wanted me to give them my info. Like, okay, so what had happened was that they have my location, because of course they do, and I almost made the mistake of giving them my location, but I was like, I'm not giving you my location, I'm just gonna use this fake location. And then it was like, wait, maybe they don't require that. Maybe I'm just being actually stupid here. But I am being cautious. I will say though, a band out of the country, well, that can be arranged. Listen. I am somebody also who hates Facebook. I still prefer it way more than Facebook. I hate Facebook so much. Its UI is awful. Like, god awful. That's why I hate it. I hate, and I mean hate, Facebook's UI. I'm glad it's dying in a way. If Facebook dies within the next decade, I'd be so happy. I hate its UI. I remember back then when I was, like, I would think we were in like our third year of homeschool. And what happened was that our mom, she was like, oh, let's all get Facebook together. Really, it's buzzing you more than Facebook. Yeah, and I still hate it. It's the UI, bro. It's the UI. What had happened was that we were in like my fourth year of homeschool, and what happened was that around that time, my mom was like, hey, let's all get into Facebook. And I was like, you know what, sure. And then you know what happened? Freaking that UI was what happened. I hated the UI so badly. It was so confusing. It was so bad and confusing. I don't like Facebook. I really don't like it. If Facebook got banned, listen, your girl does not like Facebook. And I'll remain in that notion forever. But yeah, I definitely know it spies more. It's really, does it really spy more when like Crunchyroll? Oh yeah, did you guys hear about Crunchyroll? What happened with Crunchyroll? Bro, I am a waffles of the 7 Seas. I am a waffle. You know what? Screw toss language. I am a pirate of the 7 Seas. I was also too poor to afford Crunchyroll, so hearing that Crunchyroll was doing that, oh my gosh, oh boy, Ken's become a TikTok kid. Next will be the Tide Pod Challenge or the Bird Box Challenge. You know what's funny about the Tide Pod Challenge? I actually remember monitoring that back when it was like, you know, people were talking about the Tide Pod Challenge, and if you notice, not a single person, myself included, actually indulged in the Tide Pod Challenge until the media was coming out and being like, kids are eating Tide Pods, and then people started actually eating Tide Pods because the media is full of there are words in this world that have been banned from my vocabulary, is all I'm saying. There have been words that have been banned from my vocabulary. Unfortunately, if I said it, people would call me based, and unfortunately, as much as I would like to be based, I can't. Not yet, anyway. What is it? It does spy more than Facebook, but gives data to CCP, not Cambridge Analytica. Of course, because of course it does. Still want it banned faster. Ken does not seem quite foolish enough to do Bird Box Challenge. Bro, I've never even... Is that one where they were climbing on those stupid boxes during the pandemic? Those milk crates? I remember seeing that and actually being like, y'all are... if I actually say what I want to say, I'm gonna get canceled in 5 years. But at the same time, I don't care. But I'm just gonna... What is it? The Bird Box Challenge. Can I be absolutely real here? I really don't care about some things and how to get canceled, but at the same time, I don't care. Oh, that movie! Now I remember stuff is coming back to me. The people who are doing this stuff. Bro, I remember seeing that and I'm like, y'all are actually brain dead. Like, it makes sense for a movie, not real life. Y'all are actually brain dead. Oh my god. Way too many people. Way too many people. Bird Box challenges do everything blindfolded, including driving your car and walking everywhere. Yeah, I saw that driving one just a second ago. Why are people brain dead? I meant what I said. Why are people brain dead? Alright, her shirt is done. I realize I never finished her feet. Oh goody. Oh goody. Let me see something. Oh goody. That's for sure. I definitely gotta go over this sleeve a couple of times. Some people are dumb. Why are people so dumb? Only reason why. Listen. People keep... Listen, you say it sends data to the CCP and all... what is it? I saw the ads. Dang it. And then there's the NyQuil chicken challenge. I saw your comment, but I've got to wait for the ads because, of course, we can't forget that NyQuil chicken challenge because, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did something like that. Listen to me. Listen to me in the Benadryl challenge. My guy, okay, listen to me. Listen to me when I say this. For the past literal weekend, because it's in relation to the title of this stream, for the past, I want to say 3 to 4 days, I have had to take NyQuil. I have to take it tonight because all the people in my family, you can actually hear some of them in the background, have been sneezing and coughing. I have been having to do that, and I despise NyQuil to the depths of my being. Let alone are you going to do a challenge where you cook it in some chicken. Finish baking cookies and making dinner now. Awesome. I'm hungry. I want some chicken and dinner. See? Right there. Coughing. People around me getting sick. Hope you love my Haruhi. what is it? The Benadryl challenge is speed running death. Yeah, there were also the people speed running death with the speedboat challenge because they were also really stupid. But we don't talk about them because they're not alive to tell us. Oh, by the way, I also want to say, out of everybody in Ouran that I like, it's Honey Senpai then Haruhi. There, I said it. Just in case anybody wanted my opinion. I like the twins here. I actually used to be a fan. What is it? I wouldn't say they were a childhood crush, but I used to actually be a fangirl of the twins. The twins were my favorite. Then as I got older, I was like, y'all are cringe. But nah, I remember I used to really like the twins as a kid. Because pretty much my whole logic was their logic. I was like, there's two people, 2 times the mischief. Great. Okay. I want to so badly. I want to so badly. I'll go over it briefly. So what happened was that a couple of days ago, there was this person. They got called out because people called them out because they were shaming people for liking My Dress Up Darling. But they didn't like being called out for liking Ouran. They didn't like being called out for liking Ouran High School Host Club. And the thing is, though, is like, people called them out because what happened was that if you've watched Ouran for like even a smidget of a second, you know good and well, and I know good and well, that Ouran, while not really a promoter of it, also kinda, let's be real here. It fangirls about BL, and it fangirls about incest. Also, you talking about Blood Lad, it likes old school Trigger. Yeah. I still think Blood Lad was like one of Todd Habercorn's best performances. I still think his performance holds up from there. I understand like his role in Kirito. Let's be real here. His role in Kirito was cringe. His role in SAO was cringe back in the day. What is it? Just to finish off the Ouran thing. And so people called her out because what happened was that people are like, you like Ouran? And she's like, but I like Ouran and I understand that it's bad. I don't support what's in it. And I'm like, my guy, you cannot say that. Ouran has like the most blatant like pandering to incest baiting and people, and she was like, that was satire, and it's like, yes. And then I wanted to tweet at this so badly, bro, you cannot say you don't support the things and you still watch it because, what is it? Be like, I still watched it, I just don't support it. You just supported the series, bro. The mangaka of Ouran could make a 5-chapter series of Hikaru and Kaoru going at it for 5 to 10 chapters, and some people will defend it. I'm pretty sure people would genuinely defend it, being like, it's just satire, guys, like the cockaline egg thing. I know that sounds so stupid, but like, I'm not kidding. The blatant, like, my dude. We know. It's okay. Growing up is not realizing that your series is problematic and thinking that you can just say you can continue watching it despite shaming everybody else and calling people very serious allegations for it. I've seen it. Those people I have the most problem with. People who genuinely do stuff like that. I genuinely don't like when people do that. Be like, I'm mature because I recognize that my series is problematic. And I'm just like, my guy, every anime is problematic. I figured that out when I was like, I just figured that out forever ago. Accepting anime is accepting that no matter what you like, all your taste is trash. That's the real acceptance of anime. Accepting that no matter what, no matter who you are or what you think, you, my friend, you, my friend, will always have trash taste. No matter what. No matter what. I am still wondering why Haruhi is able to get away. She's so short. She is so short. She is so short. But she gets away with it, guys. Her pants literally sag. I just realized that. Oh my gosh. If I look up the other boys and their profile has their pants not sagging, the Angel of Death challenge, I call it natural selection. I immediately went to the, what is it? It's what is it? By the way, my original anime crush is that one that you wouldn't even be surprised by. It's Ayanami from Evangelion. Ayanami. Is that new girl I heard about? Ayanami. Evangelion. Is she that new girl? Okay, I only reckon, bro. Unfortunately, the Angels of Death challenge. What is this? Angels of Death. It better be that visual novel. Death challenge. Don't do the, what is the, please tell me. Okay, his pants sag too. I was gonna be like, if her pants sag is the only one sagging and people still didn't realize it, dang. What is it? I just had to stare there. I just had to stare into the camera a little bit. Just a little bit. To let you all know, we live amongst idiots. We live amongst idiots. Why? Because you can't tell me for 5 seconds that someone would do this challenge willingly. Unless to be an idiot for their friends. You know that old saying about how your parents would be like, if your friends did this, would you do that? I'm pretty sure Moist Critical made that same joke, being like, people would really do that for clout. Because clout has rotted people's brains. Angels of Death. More like natural selection, just like you said. The person has to run and jump in front of a moving vehicle. The challenge is complete if the vehicle stops before hitting the person. I bet you some of those challenges, I mean, the challenge definitely, many people probably completed that challenge. Some people probably didn't. Cloud has rotted the brains of many people around us. We live amongst idiots. Just all I'm saying. We're all surrounded by idiots. And always remember, people, no matter what, you are never immune. As I am one of those idiots. Not an idiot who would take an Angels of Death challenge, but I'm more of a tech idiot. We're all surrounded by dummies. Sometimes we are the dummies. Are we the dummies for not wanting to participate in media's shebangle? Shekangle. Are we the Zoomers? Are we the Boomers? Are we the crew member? Basically, you jump in front of buses, cars, trucks, and try not to die. Here's my thing, though. The car, I can see. Because people immediately try and stop with cars. Buses, however, are not so lucky, so you are not as lucky with buses, is all I'm saying. That's just me, though. You are not going to be as lucky with buses if you keep trying to tempt fate. Oh yeah, Ventus, we were talking earlier, just to catch you up to speed though, I'm gonna create a short about it when things seem, because it's picking up. It is picking up. I was gonna try and keep it secret, but I'm kind of bad with secrets. I started TikTok. Yeah. So yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not one of the clout chasers. Clout does not rot my brain as bad. Care to guess what the skull... If you mean by I'm going to go crush animal skulls, that's just as bad, but please continue. Mind you, a lot of these people make fun of VTubers, by the way. Also, a lot of these people also make fun of VTubers. So that's why I'm also clowning on these people. Because some of them will be like, literally be like, you like VTubers? I'm going to go invest in the Skull Crusher Challenge. Just why? Why go through the trouble? What is the dream? What is the wife? What is the ecstasy? Alright. I definitely want to edit this. I don't think we can. I want to try at the very least, but we can't. We just can't. I want to sing the Harley opening. That one doesn't get as much love, and I hate that. By the way, there's a small chance the algorithm might pick you up on TikTok. It is kind of, it actually has kind of taken its, like, effect a little. So that's mostly kind of why the person jumps and the two others kick their feet out from under them in the middle air and the person lands on their head. you know, we live in a world. We just live in a world. It has actually taken effect. I've been getting like 200 views so far. Like, what is it? 200 views, like, on 3 of my clips. And, like, one person, like, clipped me called, like, VTuber Clips. Not clipped me, but follows me now. They called themselves VTuber. Awesome VTuber Clips. They're awesome. They're cool. I recommend you follow them. Yeah, I've been getting, like, 200 views. One short I did not. Hence the name Skull Crusher. Yeah, I see. What is it? One clip that I was kind of sad that didn't take off was me freaking out, doing my day 1 reaction of Balin. What is it? The day 1 of Balin, day question mark of Balin. That one I was kind of sad didn't take off, but I guess it's not a popular format is what I did. But though, granted, that one I can't actually blame on TikTok because that one actually didn't take off, like, at all. That one just did not take off, like, on any just on any of them. Just no platform liked it. Not that I'm not asking you guys to go and watch it for my sake. I just thought that was kind of funny. In fact, please don't. Don't watch it for my sake. I mean, that would be good, but, like, let's be real here. Last thing I want you guys is to waste your time. If I don't waste my time with people sometimes, don't waste your time with me in some aspects. In some aspects. One of the by the way, wait, no, okay. One of the most infamous challenges is the blackout challenge. But have you ever heard of the nutmeg challenge? That's the one you really want to check out. That one was some people. That was some people. That was a thing that happened. The nutmeg challenge. Y'all remember that one? Nope. I actually want to finish Haruhi Suzumiya. You already know. You know what is it? You know what the latest VTuber trend is on TikTok, by the way? Nope. Yeah, I'm just kind of uploading clips as they go. I'm just kind of like, I don't know the trends, so I'm just uploading as I go. What is it? Is it that one where you're doing the name and stuff like this? Like, what's your name? All I'm saying is Ui Mama-san. Unfortunately, your girl cannot animate or dance. What, bob my head? What is it? Unless you can do like unless I can like rig and do the shoulder thing that was like happening like all those years ago, your girl ain't doing much. I'll try. I'm trying to do trends, but at best, the only thing I'm able to do is like pick crew trends. Which you guys think it's weird that I do, but like I'm doing it because it's the only one I know. No. I really like Dash. Was it book? I really like book with Dasher Dasher. I really like it. I really like Haruhi. The moment Haruhi's song gets stuck in my head, that's it. It's just it. I'm going to be annoying for the next couple of hours. Go listen to Bokulam Deshu Desho. Love it. I love that song. I love it. More love. That song needs more love. So much love. Man, I remember back in the day. I think, okay, so like I was talking about the Monica Riel stuff earlier, and looks like guys, it's time to wrap up soon. We got 2 minutes to spare. I think this is pretty good. We got a lot done. Kind of, because her limbs look flat. Her limbs look really flat. Ventus, you were my go-to for trends, because I'm bad at trends. for trend knowledge. I need you for my trend knowledge. Because I what is it? Just upload. There we go. I think that's pretty much good. This looks good. Haruhi's hair, and I gotta like edit some of the hair, but pretty much here. Let's try and see if we can do the face real quick. Maybe. We're totally drawing Chaika on here. I'm probably going, what is it? I know I have the list. One of the reasons why we're doing Haruhi is because she's on the list, but I gotta put Chaika. We're gonna do Chaika next. I'm sorry. We're doing Chaika. People don't know who Chaika is because her anime like ended so long ago. Like back then when Chibi used to dye his hair. That's how long ago the anime has been. By the way, go listen to Drakena. Such a good song. Underrated. One of Inori. Again, I'm like, her name is passing me by, and I'll probably reference it in the next stream. But I think Drakena and really all her songs, because she was like, it was like people were contacting her back to back. She was like Mythenroid when Mythenroid did Overlord. She did one good song and then she kept releasing bangers for anime every time they called her. Drakena. Really, I love both opening themes for Chaika. Chaika's so... gosh, I really... okay, the anime's called Chaika, the Coffin Princess. Season 1 is good. Season 2, can I be... it's gonna go into spoilers for anybody who checks it out. Season 2 is not bad, it's rushed. That's the problem. Because light novel, I believe, was not finished at the time, or they did not know how to defeat the bad guy properly. So yeah, that happened. But the light novel could be a lot different, because I do remember it being a light novel. I could be wrong though. I'm like hitting the microphone. I'm sorry. But still, go listen to the Chaika openings. They're like so good. They're so good. I have never abandoned them. I've never abandoned them. They're so freaking good. Every single time I try, they come back to me. And then I listen to them for eternity once more. They're so freaking good. I put them in the Kendrillion playlist too. Was it Drakena? And what is it? It was Drakena. And was it Drakena? And I'm trying to remember. What is it? Drakena and not here. Drakena. Man, some of these songs are old. Drakena and this is in Japanese. Never mind. There you go. But there. Oh yeah, here it is. No, it was not Inori. It was Iori no Mizu. You'll be able to find her in the Ultra Kendrillion playlist right below Penguin Drum and right above Bradio's Shanana Happy. I gotta talk about Bradio. They're so good. You want some good anime? You want some good anime? Like, just not even anime music, just Japanese music? Go to Bradio if you want, like, your day brightened. They're so much fun. And a Japanese man with a killer afro was not a combo I was ever expecting in my lifetime, but they also did the opening for Death Parade, so I wouldn't expect anything less. I forgot her ear. Bummer. Let's just add an ear real quick. Listen, if we listen, I actually, some of these songs I really want to cover, but I want to go all out for them. I know they're covers, but like, there's just something about music that I personally love that no matter what, I just always want to go out with. And Shanana no Happy is definitely something I would go all out with. Let me say something real quick. Like I said, I would do edits to the hair. I am doing edits to the hair. As I knew good and well, this would never. The hair saga will never end. Pulling out my super eye patch wolf voice. I'm just forever. I'm locked in here forever. I'm just locked in here. No matter what I do, no matter what I try, no matter where destiny goes, I'm always stuck doing hair. We'll be doing hair Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, Monday, eternal. I'm trying to correct it. It didn't feel hard. Here we go, that's the issue. Mary had a little dog, little dog, little dog. Mary had a little dog. I sang the wrong animal. Here we go. Now that feels a lot more like Haruhi. Alright guys, we finally did it. We got what do you consider Haruhi? It's the curls, baby. It's the hair curls. The feminine yet masculine charm. Come on, load. Alright, there we go. Finally. There we go. I think we did that pretty well. I still got a lot to go because we still gotta organize her hands and the plates and her hands with plates. Dang, finally. Don't lift it up too high. It's gonna mess it up. I think for now, yeah. I think it's the nose bridge that I'm like. Let me see. Because I know good and well, every last one of you is like, Kendra, stop! Yeah! I know. Who knows me? In a weird way, yeah. But at the same time, nah. There we go. There we go. Oron I've been trying, if you notice, I've been trying to like emphasize a lot more thicker lines because Oron tends to kind of lean that route. So yeah. We went a full extra hour because I'm dumb. Alright. I think we got a lot done, and I think that's it for today. If anything, I'm saving this for the thumbnail. Because why the heck not? New thumbnail. This is thumbnail. What is it? Oops, failed. Cancel. New. Because I failed again. This is thumbnail art. This is thumbnail art. That's it. Here we go. Oh, I always hate when I do this. Save. Yes. Saves caption. Go. And then might as well. I don't know. We're already in the stream this deep. Might as well. Because I realized that I did not change the thumbnail for this properly at all. I have failed immensely. What is it? I hope you guys love my thumbnails. Is this not it? No, this has to be. This is not it! Oh my gosh, do not say it. This is not the right thumbnail thing. Here we go. That was a failure. What is it? This one, delete. This one, delete. Might as well. Not deleting that. There we go. There we go. Doo, doo, doo. We're breaking the fourth wall, unfortunately. Import. Import capture. There we go. And resize that. There we go. Haruhi, you have done it. You have saved us all so much time. Thank you. I had fun drawing her. And I still realized that I didn't draw the badge. Yay! So we'll be doing that off screen. Actually, no, we'll spend another hour on stream doing that. We're gonna draw the badge, then I'm gonna correct her hair for the 50th time. That's how you do her. Oh! No wonder why I messed up the hair. No wonder why the hair feels off, because I didn't even do the side profile on the hair right. But oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well. That's it. That's it. We're gonna correct it off screen. Export. 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 Alright, there we go. I almost Just change it. Just change it. I'm pathetic. Oh my gosh. Might as well. We're already here. We've failed miserably. We have failed miserably. Saving Haruhi. Saving Suzumiya. This was awful. This was awful. Alright. Guys, this is cancel stream. We're deleting the VOD. This was an awful stream. I'm kidding, obviously. I'm kidding. Let's head to the chat room once more. Everybody heading off to bed? I wouldn't be surprised. So let's raid somebody. Sayu is sleepy. Ashton is art, so you guys continue with somebody who actually knows what they're doing. Jin is playing Harvest Island. Hex is just chatting. And 0 PM is playing the Phoenix Wright trilogy. Let's tune into... let's tune to Ashton. Not Ashton. Hexa. Since she's chatting, she's gaming, she's playing some karts. Some Mario Karts. Let's see if we can. Why is it every time I exit out, it's unrated? All I just want to do is add the raid symbol. Alright, let's head out, everybody. Let's head to Hexa, and I shall see thee next time. I shall see thee next time.